Welcome to the Mulligan Menace. Today we are playing some Mono Black Reanimator. Before we get into the deck list, please hit that subscribe button below. I'm a newer channel, so I'm trying to grow as much as I can, so I really appreciate all the help and support you could do by hitting that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Tell me what kind of decks you want to see. If you could do so, leave that in the comments below. Otherwise, let's get into the deck list. This is a Reanimator deck, so the whole idea is we want to get our big baddies here. We got 3 of Bahamut's. We got 2 of the Terror Eaters. Obviously, we have 2 Ardyns. These are the great ones that help pull everything back. We even have a Doomsday in there as well, and 2 summons of the Primal Odin. These are really nice to pull back, and a Rotten Mouth Viper. To do so, we obviously have some recursion effects. We have the Zombifies, and then we also have the Volgrass Faithful. That'll allow us to pull our stuff back. If we do happen to have that in our hand, we're going to utilize the Bitter Triumphs to get it out of our hand. Otherwise, we're going to use cards like Clandestine Work to surveil and throw stuff in our graveyard to recur. Also, we have the Bane-Marked Leonin, which allows us to mill 2 cards. So you're hoping to mill some of these larger creatures. And then we also have 2 of Overlords as well. So you can take 4 cards, mill those into your graveyard. And the nice thing is, if you do mill a Faithful, you can pull it back into your hand in that situation. We do have a little bit of ramp in there. So you are able to, if you want to, turn 4 recur, or I should say turn 3 recur something if you can actually have it in your graveyard by then. But that's a good way to do it. As well as we do have 2 sweepers for the Villainous Wrath. You've probably seen in my previous videos. This card is awesome. You can just destroy everything, deal damage to the opponent. It helps so much. I don't know why more people are not playing this card. It is that good. All in all, it's an interesting take on a Reanimator deck, and the best part is it's just a single color, just Mono Black. And I know a lot of you guys out there really love playing Mono Black, so let's get into the gameplay of this one. All right, opponent goes first. We got 3 land. We can fill our graveyard. Not too bad. Bitter Triumph would be a nice one. Okay, we got the Bitter Triumph, which is excellent. Let's get the land down. We do have a Zombify, which is fantastic because we can get the Volgrath down. Let's say Demon. Let's discard a card, get rid of that. Now we're just looking to get that 4th land. We can get our Death Touch creature down here, which is going to be nice. So we do have our land. We'll be able to get Volgrath back. Okay, Ghost doesn't matter. Looks like they're stuck on land as well. We will Zombify. Unfortunately, don't have anything in our graveyard. I do kind of want these actually hurt us, to be honest with you. We need land to cast or something to throw. We just need to get past them. Yeah. Because the next turn we can cast the Primal Odin. It has lifelink. Might as well cast it. We can just kill this. Attack in. We do have another one. Interesting. Well, we need to block. Let's just block this. I want to get them down below 3 permanents so they can't get rid of my Terror Eater. So let's just block there. We'll get our creature back. That was pretty good. Discard a card. We'll hit that. We'll drop. Just for fun, we cast our creature because we gain life, so it grows. We'll do that. We'll do that. Sure, why don't we do this too? And turn. Pay 3 life. Destroy. This is the way the deck's supposed to work. It's got a Healer's Hawk. Good game. All right, opponent goes first on this one. Let's look at our hand here. We got 2 swamps. We got a couple things to toss in our graveyard. We can got some mill here. Bitter Triumph. We'll keep it. Be nice to get that Bitter Triumph. Ooh. Hey, yeah. Make me discard a card. If he was smart, he... Actually, he's probably going to grab the Bane-Marked. The reality is, it wasn't a discard, it's an exile effect, so he probably should have grabbed the Ardyn. We'll do this to see what they got going on. I see a whole lot of Ouroboros. Man, he's got a solid hand here. We'll get rid of that. He just needs land. And he is not seeing it. I'm not seeing it either, though. Okay, we'll keep our removal up here. Oh, we got 2 removal. That's good. Unfortunately, he's going to get in for a lot of damage with this Surak. Oh, it's tapped. So, the question is, what do we want to do here? We can just destroy this. I think that might be the play. I mean, we just need to get up the Villainous Wrath, and then we can take care of what else is going on here. So, we'll discard a card. We'll attack him. He'll get to draw a card. We'll get rid of that. We really just need to get one of our Graveyard Recursion, 4 to 5 land. 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 That is a good card. I'm wondering if we just do this to try to get the Villainous Wrath out. It'll only put one counter on the elf, so that's not too scary. Because we can still do the removal. Yeah, we're going to keep that on top. We'll do that. So now we can cast... That's fine. We're going to actually Bitter Triumph. Discard a card. Discard that. This will allow us to bring our Ardyn back next turn. And destroy the Ouroboros. We even have the sweeper if we want. Do I want to do this different is the question. Probably not. I probably just get it out. So I can also get his stuff out. So let's just get it. Now we'll go from ours. We'll get the... Destroy that. We'll attack in, gain some life. And they're probably looking for removal. I'll just grab their Ouroboros at this point. Ooh, nice. It's in our graveyard, though. Well, we're obviously going to go after that. Thinking we should just get our... Actually, we can double spell. Okay, we use removal. We'll get our demon down the next turn. Alright, so the question is... Maybe I just want to attack in... Do the Wrath? Maybe I don't even want to attack in. Because they'll take the damage if they do it that way. Okay, that's very solid. Might as well just unlock this. Create our demon. Alright, they got removal. We will sacrifice it to draw a card. Oh, that's a pretty good card. I mean, we are already in casting cost range of these here now. Let's say demon. Alright, we got that. I think this game's pretty wrapped up. They gotta have this very specific removal spell. Alright, let's attack in. Good game. Alright, opponent goes first. We got 2 land. We got a duress, some removal, some of the recursion. Let's keep it. Hopefully this duress hits. It does get that. They'll have the Fenrir down turn 3. Ooh, that is indestructible. It's a good thing to remember. I might as well just drop this now. Doesn't really matter that we hold up the removal. Yeah, we'll put that back in. Do the removal on that. I might just drop one of these faithful next turn. Well, we do have the Terror Eater, so yeah, definitely. In case we draw land. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Get that out. We will cast another one of these. We might as well since we got another one here. Okay. There's no way. Did he really draw that many lands in a row? Let's see what they want to do here. Drawing a lot of land. Got another Unholy Annex if they want it. Okay, they can get rid of that by sacking 3 items. We do have another one, though. Hmm. How do we want to handle this? I'm wondering if it's actually better to do that. We can destroy... I can't block that, but if they can pump that up enough, so let's do that. Let's do... It's a little bit unfortunate, but let's do this. Let's sack this. We're going to get the behemoth. Going to kill that. Prevents that from having menace. Hopefully they don't have removal, but that's kind of what game we're playing right now. They do have removal. Okay, well, we can cast this and still be alive another turn. They either have to have removal or they have to have a creature. Have a little bit of both. All right. Well, let's see here. What do we want to do? We can do Vulgar Wrath. Because we're going to be casting this. Vulgar Wrath. Do Behemoth. It's flying and we'll gain life. We'll remove their one creature. Let's do that. We can do our graveyard. Behemoth. They don't have another demon. So that... We'll gain some life. Kind of brings us back in the game. Good game. All right, opponent goes first. We do have 2 land. We have a Terminus, so we can ramp. We have stuff to fill our graveyard with milling. And then we also have the Clandestine. I might just do that one. Zombify as well with the Bitter Triumph if we get something in our hand to discard. That's pretty good. Okay, we're playing against Mono Red. That Triumph is probably going to come into play. Actually, we'll just do that right away. Slow them down. All right, they got the show off. I think I might just hold up the Bitter Triumph in this situation. Especially now that we can just discard this. We're going to cast this. Discard a card. Well, that's unfortunate. We just didn't draw any land in all those turns. I'm just going to scare them, I think, a little bit with this. If we do get a land, we can call back our Doomsday as well with it. I kind of want him to use burn on it. I don't want him to put it to my face. I'm trying to give us a turn. Okay. We always have the zombify, so I'm not too worried about it. Ooh, that would have been a perfect one to mill, unfortunately. Let's cast this. Gives us a blocker. That was a terrible mill. All right, I think we're going to be kind of stuck with this Doomsday. Let's do this so we can get our land. I hate to do... ooh. Those are pretty good ones. Toss them both so we can draw land. We got our land. No attacks. Leave back a blocker. We can cast Bahamut with the Zombify. They did draw quite a bit of land. Okay, they're helixing. All right. We're in really good shape here. Okay, we're going to Zombify our Bahamut. Destroy their creature. Okay, we want to draw some graveyard recursion at this point. I can toss the Terror Eater. That's rough. Spent 0. Can fire that up, but I don't think it's worth it. Rather drop this. Ooh, that's a interesting target too. We will attack in here. They get a creature, we can just Bitter Triumph and drop the Terror. Just don't want them to have direct damage is what we're hoping for. Let's see here. You gotta cast a creature if you got it. There isn't a whole lot you can do. Interesting. Just a land. Okay. My turn. Okay, I can zombify. I think I'm just gonna get that out. All right, good game. All right, let's play some Mono Black Reanimator. We got 3 lands, which is nice. A way to pull some from our graveyard. We just want to be able to throw stuff in our graveyard, though. We'll keep it. We're not going to drop that yet. All right. Is this the rabbit deck? This card's very strong against that deck. Let's go with the demon. It doesn't really matter. We're not playing against counter deck. Let's get some stuff in our graveyard. Not the greatest. We do need land. The removal might be handy. Should we just wait for the sweeper here? We're going to have a sweeper turn 5 if we can find the land. A little risky, but we'll do it. Nice. Alright, so turn 5 we got a sweeper. Ooh, lots of damage. So they're going to be hitting us for at least 8 next turn. Do we cast this? I think we do. It's greedy. Okay, that's not a bad one to get stuff in our graveyard. They have another pump effect. We're pretty much hosed. Okay, don't have an issue with that. Yep. Alright, we'll do our sweeper. It's actually really good because we'll do quite a bit of damage with this. Unfortunately, we will take 2 because of the annex. Hopefully we do a land. We can cast our chamber. Okay. We're going to start going wide again. That's unfortunate. We didn't get our... We just needed to gain the life, unfortunately. Discard 2 cards, which is fantastic. We can do those 2, which means next turn we can do the Faithful. Which can bring back... Ardyn, which can bring back Bahamut. I don't think they're going to swing in here. Do they have a second spell? They don't have a second spell. Wow. All right. I think the game just has turned the corner. Go to our graveyard. It looks a little bit better. Get rid of that. We'll attack in because this has lifelink. Actually, they both have flying. We just win the game. Good game. All right, that was Mono Black Reanimator. It's a fun deck to play. It's nice that it's just a single color. Don't have to go too crazy on your lands for this. I know a lot of you guys already have the Soul Stones, so it's not that big of a deal. Didn't really ever need to run into anything with the Cavern that was needed for that, so really you don't need that Cavern in here if you don't have it. Even your mix of your big creatures, you can kind of mix it up a little bit so you don't have to waste wild cards if you don't have them. So definitely have a lot of flexibility in a lot of these cards that you can put down in here. So my guess is you probably have a lot of these cards because I know a lot of you watch a lot of the mono black videos that I do. So this is a nice, different deck that's out there that's not your normal demon or skeleton decks for mono black. So give this one a whirl. I still do think that the other Reanimator decks, especially the one with blue, is much better in this situation. It has, I think it will have a much higher win rate, but this one is pretty solid for what it can do and its effectiveness. Has all the tools that you really need to be successful. Just don't think it has as much ability as that blue-black reanimator deck that's out there. Please hit that subscribe button below. Really appreciate it. Like I said earlier, newer channel, so it really helps us out. Leave comments below of different decks that you'd like to see in the future, and have a fantastic day.